Welcome. This is Vix, and you are listening to Random Witchcraft. Today we're going to carry on with part 2 of useful spells. First, we're going to start off with a basic candle spell. You hold a red candle in your hand to charge it with your vision and desire. The candle may be any shape that appeals to you. Votive, 7-day, cat, or witch. The crucial element is that it must be red, the color of luck. Carve the candle with your identifying information. Dress it with Van, Black Cat, Lucky Lodestone, and or Crown of Success oil, and you burn the candle. Next, we have a Halloween candle luck spell. Maybe a little late, as this episode will be coming out November 1st. But at midnight on October 31st, burn orange and black candles. Allow them to burn out naturally to receive a year of good luck. Next, you got a pair of lodestone spells. The basic one, you dress a lodestone with one or more of the lucky condition oils. Black Cat oil, High John the Conqueror, Lucky Lodestone, Magnet, or Van. Sprinkle it with a lodestone's favorite food, magnetic sand. Fine iron shot. Carry with you in a red drawstring bag. Replenish the lodestone's power by dressing and feeding it once a week. The second lodestone spell, where you feed the stone. Place the lodestone in a small, covered terracotta pot. Once a week, consistently on the same day, remove it from its dish and place it in a bowl of spring water. Let it sit for a few minutes while you express thanks for the blessings that come into your life during the previous week. Think of some. Remove the lodestone, drink the water, and add it to your bath. Dry the lodestone, place it back in its pot, feed it by sprinkling some magnetic sand over it. Keep your lodestone private. Let it know your desires. Add a penny or a piece of real silver to the pot for financial luck. For romantic luck, add a photo of the one you love or desire or some other symbol of love. Next, you have a lucky bath with spearmint. Make an infusion by pouring boiling water over spearmint. When it cools, strain out the botanical and add the liquid to your bath. It's very simple. Can be quite useful. Now a lucky incense. Burn incense in harmony with astrological signs to bring good luck in all aspects of life. Blend the following: cinnamon, labdanum, cloves, violets, lemon zest, or lemongrass. Jasmine, black pepper, ambrette seeds, rose petals, sandalwood, camphor, and dried currants. Burn as incense or simmer to produce aromatic vapors. Next, you have a Lucky 9 oil. Blend the following botanicals: allspice, carnation, cinnamon, frankincense, galangal, High John the Conqueror chips, lemon zest or lemongrass, myrrh, and vervain. Place the botanicals in a bottle, cover with jojoba oil, and roll gently to distribute. Rub on your hands and dress candles and mojo bags as desired for enhanced good fortune. Next, we have a metal key spell. Ritual activation. Finding a key on the ground, especially in older or antique keys, is considered extremely auspicious. Charge it with power to create an amulet. Standard magical charging techniques may be used, however, the spell is specifically intended to transform a found key into a prized amulet. Pick the key up discreetly if possible. Bring it home and cleanse by passing it through incense smoke. Charge the key by placing it inside a cast iron pan or cauldron. Heat until it's burning hot, then turn off the heat and leave the key in the pan to cool off at its own pace. Focus on what doors this key should open. Is it the key of love? The key of money? The key of personal freedom? Sleep with the key under your pillow for 9 nights. Carry it with you during the day. After 9 days, it will have become an activated amulet. Keep it in a magic box or mojo bag, or hang it on the wall. Metal key spell, Wind Charms. A collection of keys may be strung together into red thread as a charm or formed into a wind chime. An easy wind chime for the less than artistically inclined may be made from a bent wire coat hanger. Hang the keys in the wind to rustle up beneficial opportunities. That could be a useful one to open up the doors that you need. A Spirit Assistance spell, Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay, Fata Morgana, sometimes takes on the role of Spirit of Good Fortune. In some legends, she dwells at the bottom of a lake, dispensing good fortune to those whom she favors. Create a shrine for her featuring images of lakes and bowls of fresh or salted water. Decorate the shrine with hand drums, seashells, pebbles from the sea, and fairy or mermaid images, as Morgan claims membership in both those spiritual clubs. Create an aura that attracts and pleases her, and you too. Request assistance as you will. Next we have the 10 of Diamonds spell. Remove the 10 of Diamonds from a new deck of playing cards and place it on a dish. If you prefer, you may substitute the 10 of Coins card from any tarot deck. Sprinkle it with graveyard dirt, lodestone powder, and Van oil. Place a piece of real silver. Carve a red candle with your identifying information. Dress it with Van too. Place it on top of the playing card. Burn the candle while visualizing the luck and success you need. When the candle has burned out, place the card, the silver, and a little of the powder and any wax remnants that may appear lucky in a mojo bag. Carry it with you or keep it in a secure place. Dress periodically with Van oil to keep the mojo working. Another spell that involves Van is the Van spells. Van oil allegedly turns bad luck into the best luck and opens the road to success. It may be the most beloved condition oil of all. It allegedly provides all life's blessing while simultaneously repelling evil. At one time in the late 19th century, the entire town of Algiers, across the river from New Orleans, was said to have redolent of Van Van's lemony scent. Anoint Lucky Charms with Van Van for extra power. Anoint yourself, massage yourself with the oil, or add it to a bath. For a fast, spontaneous luck charm, dip a cotton ball in Van Van and carry it in your pocket. It's a very interesting spell. Now, Bad Luck Be Gone powder. Everybody needs that a little at one point or another. This botanical powder makes no promises about bringing good fortune, but allegedly counteracts bad and protects from its effects. 9, 7, and 5 are numbers of protection. Incorporate these numbers into the quantities of botanicals used. Blend the following ingredients, grinding them together. 9 dried bay leaves, crumbled, frankincense, juniper berries, cloves, dried dill, dried fennel, dried tarragon. Make substantial quantities. Carry some with you in a mojo hand, while keeping more within your home as fragrant protective potpourri. Next we have Uncross Me. When your cross grows too heavy to bear, dress a white cross candle with essential oil of hyssop diluted in olive oil. Pray, petition, and recite psalms to remove this cross of misfortune. A bay leaf wish spell. Bay leaves assist petitions, messages, and wishes to reach the spirit realm quickly and clearly. Write your wishes on bay leaves and then burn them. This next one is a very interesting one, and also one that we've probably all heard when we were kids. It's the first star spell. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. That rhyme has been relegated to the nursery, yet it recalls a potent wishing spell. Pay attention at twilight. It's easy to miss your opportunity. If you can catch sight of the very first solo star in the sky, gaze at it and make your wish. The rhyme charm may be incorporated, but is not necessary. If the first star can't be identified, luck isn't with you. Save the spell for another night. The 4-leaf clover. According to legend, if you find a 4-leaf clover and wish upon it, your wish will come true. While nothing is guaranteed, not even if it's legendary. A special magical technique exists to maximize a 4-leaf clover's wish-fulfilling potential. When you wish upon the clover, count each leaf. Each offers a unique form of good fortune. Visualize how you'll benefit from their promise. The first leaf to the left of the stem is fame. The second leaf to the left of the stem is money. The third leaf to the left of the stem is love. The fourth leaf to the left of the stem is good health. Perhaps a first step should be to find a 4-leaf clover. However, a metal charm may be used and may be preferable. Its leaves won't fall off while you're counting. Makes sense. Now what do you think? Next we have the lunar wish spell, specifically the new moon. The following is a Romani ritual to greet the new moon. Greet each new moon by chanting something like this. Here is the new moon has arrived. Be lucky for me now. You've found me penniless, leave me rich and prosperous. Leave us with money, leave us with good health, leave us with love. Next we have the Ocean Spirit Wish Spell. Address your request to Aphrodite, Poseidon, Yamaya, or any other ocean spirit you choose, but address it specifically to someone. Don't send out a generic request. Write your request or query on rice paper or some other biodegradable paper. Launch it into the waves and wait your response. Next we have a star anise wishing spell. Choose a candle to represent your wish. Carve and dress it to suit your personal situation. Arrange 4 star anise seeds around the candle at each of the 4 cardinal points. Fill in the rest of the magic circle with clove buds and burn the candle. Now we have a Wish Upon a Star charm. Place a star anise atop a tonka bean and gently wrap together with red thread. Hold the charm in your left hand and make a wish. Wrap in a little piece of silk and carry it in a charm bag until your wish is fulfilled. Next we have a couple rosemary spell incenses. Well, a rosemary spell incense. Grind and powder dried rosemary. Burn it on lit charcoals while studying for exams for luck and retention of the material. Another rosemary spell for sleep. Do you remember the old technique of placing a book beneath your pillow to assist learning and retention? The spell is reminiscent of that. Weave a garland from fresh rosemary before bedtime, tying your goals into each knot. Wear the garland around your brow or place it on the pillow while you sleep. Next we have a couple protection spells. The first one could be a spell for something that may trigger many people, but it's an anti-assault protection spell. You carry dried heather sewn up in a sachet to magically guard against rape and sexual assault. This enhances, but of course does not replace more conventional safety precautions. An aura of protection spell. Strategically arrange blue crystal gemstones around the home or area you wish to protect, creating a magical boundary to keep out evil. A bell protection spell. Bells protect against evil. Their ringing causes many malicious spirits to flee, and they are thus a primary component of exorcism rites. It's not only their ringing tones that repel evil. Bells, like broomsticks and mortars and pestles, are a discrete metaphor for the reproductive act. Creative acts of life counteract forces of destruction. For this protective ritual, 4 silver or iron bells are required. Consecrate the bells with fiery wall of protection incense. Pass the bells through the smoke. Charge the bells, hold them, and tell them their mission of protection, aloud if possible. Hang 1 in each corner of the area to be protected. Allegedly, the bells will warn when danger appears from that direction by spontaneously ringing. Recharge bells that ring. After an emergency or perhaps as annual maintenance, repeat the entire ritual. Next we have black and white protection powder. Grind up sea salt and black peppercorn and blend them together. Sprinkle this powder around your property for strong protection. Next we have the black and white protection powder super strength. Grind up sea salt and black peppercorns and blend them together. Place them within a conjure bag together with 5 black-eyed peas. Add your guardian spirits, images of a black Scottish Terrier and a West Highland White Terrier. Small dogs, yet fierce, protective, and persistent. Use photographs, drawings, or small figurines. Hang or carry this bag for protection. Next, we have a menstrual blood conjure bag. Place a dried, blood-soaked rag or a small strip from one into a red charm bag. Hang it over the door to promote magical and spiritual protection. Now, if you don't want to be using such things, or your body does not produce such things, you have the menstrual blood spell substitute conjure bag. As with the power inherent in the symbolism of the female genitalia, relying on the actual article isn't always practical or desirable. Powerful substitutions have evolved over the ages, although none perhaps contain exactly as much power or as menstrual blood. The following are extremely potent and are incorporated into many magic spells: red brick dust, vermilion powder, henna powder, red ochre, and iron oxide powder. Place a pinch of one, some, or all of the above powders into a red drawstring bag. Add a coral or iron bead for reinforcement. Carry the charm bag to provide protection. Should emergency situations arise, remove a pinch of the blended powder, spit lightly on it to create a paste, and draw protective circles, boundary lines, and symbols as needed. Replace the powder as needed. Next, you have saliva. The second most protective human bodily fluid is saliva, especially that of a fasting person. We have a saliva anti-danger spell. Do you perceive the presence of malevolent spirits lurking behind you? Never fear. There's an easy, although not necessarily socially acceptable solution. Saliva can disperse demons, malevolent spirits, and the evil eye, as well as repelling malevolent spells. Spit in the direction of a threat. When the direction is unknown, but the presence of evil is palpable, spit over your left shoulder once to drive it away. Botanical Guardian Spell. Allegedly, evil and malevolent forces cannot exist in the presence of the following botanicals: hyssop, lavender, patchouli, and rue. Their power is exponentially increased when they are maintained together. Maintain living plants for maximum power. For portable protection, take a sprig of each plant with you. Braid or weave them together, focusing on your desires. Place them in a red fabric bag and carry with you. A basic circle spell. This is the very simplest protection spell of all. Cast a circle around you. In other words, stand within while drawing the circle. Rather than casting from outside, intending to jump inside when the circle is complete, sit in the center until you feel it is safe to come out. Circle spell, basic invisible. It is not necessarily for there to be a visible circle. Spiritual forces recognize spiritual boundaries. Demarcate a circle in the space using magic ritual tools, sword, knife, fan, staff, cingulum, or wand. Next we have a door guardian, Dill. Allegedly, Dill placed over the door prevents anyone who harbors hostile or envious feelings towards the home's inhabitants from entering that door. Next, we have Graveyard Dirt Protection. Clearly and explicitly write your desires of protection into a piece of paper, then burn it, reserving the ashes. Place these ashes in a conjure bag, together with asafoetida, bones, nail parings, and graveyard dirt. Wear it around your neck to ward off illness, malevolent spirits, and spells. Now that is all the spells we have for you today. Let us know what you think. If there's any spells that you want us to include in a future episode. Or if you would just like to ask any questions, we are always open to answer or find an answer for you. This has been Vix with Random Witchcraft. Till next time. Bye. Just one more thing before we sign off for the day. If you would like to send us any comments, concerns, or any questions, or if you would like to support this podcast, or for any future endeavors, click the links below. Thank you.